Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com and with Leland.
Hey.
And welcome to another Utgard Infestation 40k narrative campaign battle report.
We work so you can play.
MiniWarGaming's The Utgard Infestation!
This, of course, is Mission 5A, as you can see in the title and description. If you have not yet watched the story time for Part 5, please go and do so now. There will be a link in the video description below to go and watch that. It'll help you understand the narrative of what's happened so far and what is going on with this particular mission. We're playing a 2,000-point game of Tyranids with some Genestealer cult against Imperial Guard allied with some sisters. And as we already know in the story, the Imperial Guard are about to get their staging area completely attacked by a subterranean swarm and tons of guys popping up out of the ground. So let's take a look at the scenario as well as the armies. So as you probably know already, if you watch the story time, the Imperial Guard have already started landing and pushing the PDF back, as we know from last couple of missions, but not all of the regiment has yet landed because there's a lot of them. So it takes them a while to mobilize, and they wanted to just start attacking as soon as they could. So this is their staging area, or at least what represents a part of their staging area. And right now we have a 2,000-point army of Imperial Guard and some sisters, but only part of it is on the table. The other part has already left, but we'll be turning around to come back to reinforce, so they are all in reserve. And so he just basically deployed anywhere he wanted. And all of my guys have the deep strike special rule. Also, I do have some Trigons that we'll talk about in a second, allow them to walk on. And that represents them popping up from tunnels and wherever else it happens to be. Although it's normal deep strike for most of them, so they can still mishap and everything like that. So what we have on the table so far is we have an infantry platoon. So we got 2 squads, special weapon squads with meltas, and then a couple heavy weapon squads, missile launchers, and last cannons, and the company command squad. Where's the platoon command squad?
He's in the Chimera.
Oh, so that is a platoon command squad, not the company.
Oh, no,
command.
sorry, that's the... Where is my platoon? That's what I was missing.
So you did forget something.
I did forget something.
So in a moment there will be a platoon command squad on this table. There's also a group of Dominions with, I believe, Retributors with heavy bolters inside of this immolator with heavy flamers, or twin-linked heavy flamers. Oh, wait. Is that the flamers or the meltas?
Those are the
meltas. Yeah, because we do have a flamer one that'll be in reserve. And we have a squadron of 2 sentinels with auto cannons. We also have a Lehman Russ Demolisher. So that's a strength 10 AP1 cannon, I believe, or AP2, doesn't matter. AP2 or AP1 will be the same against the Tyranids. And then he's also purchased 2 of the Vengeance batteries with the battle cannon. So these are basically ballistic skill 2, armor 14 buildings with a Lehman Russ battle cannon on them. They cannot be manned, though. So they have to always fire at ballistic skill 2. In reserve, we have the Avenger Strike Fighter. And we have some Battle Sisters. Now we have a new commander here. This one, what is her name again?
I didn't come up with
we didn't come up with a name. Oh, no. All right, well, we'll name her later.
She'll be named in the glorious battles.
Yeah, if she earns it. She has to earn it. So basically, just a plasma pistol and a power sword. And then we've got regular Battle Sisters here with some meltas and flamers inside of immolators with multi-meltas and heavy flamer. And then we have a squad of veterans with plasma guns, squad of scions with their hot shot less guns, and another Lehman Russ right here. This is the command squad inside of the Chimera, and this is the sisters inside of the immolator. On this side, we have our 2,000 points of Tyranid / Genestealer cult. What we have here is a subterranean swarm that is a formation that the Tyranids have access to. It's a Trigon Prime, a Trigon, and a Moloch, and 3 groups of Raveners. And these have rending claws, but no death spitters. I normally give them that, but this time they're just going to be naked there, except for the rending claws. And they follow the rule that you deep strike the Trigon Prime in first, and he can't mishap unless he goes off the table. And then you can place the 3 Ravener groups within 6 inches of him, and they do not scatter, so they just kind of pop out with him. And of course, when Trigons arrive, you mark where they came in, and any other units arriving from reserve can walk on. Now, only 1 unit per turn can do that. And the rest of the army, we have another Moloch right here. We have 2 large groups of 20 cultists, one with their pistols and close combat weapons and 2 flamers, and the other one with all auto guns, so rapid fire, strength 3 weapons. We've got a group of Genestealers and a Broodlord. We've got 2 groups of warriors, a group of 3 and a group of 4, just with Devourers, and a large group of 20 Gargoyles who will be flocking in as well. So the way this will work is the subterranean swarm will automatically arrive turn 1, and then everything else will roll for reserves as usual. And scenario-wise is quite simple. We have objectives to hold, so we will use the 3 buildings. Now the buildings aren't actually being used as the bastions or the landing pad. We're just going to say that it was too much of a surprise attack. They're more for decoration. So 1, 2, 3 objectives worth 2 victory points each. And of course we'll have Slay the Warlord. And there's no line breaker because there is no enemy table edge. So it'll be Slay the Warlord and First Blood as well. Tyranids, turn 1. So the Trigon Prime from the Subterranean Swarm is going to try to deep strike right here, and he does it. And then the 3 groups of Raveners are placed within 6 inches of the Trigon Prime. They do not deep strike in, they just are placed. So they won't be able to charge because they still came in from reserve, but still pretty terrifying. Moloch is going to try to come in right here. So scatter, 9 inches.
Into an impassable building.
So right here. So this is impassable, but still place a large blast and do some stuff. So I'll definitely be mishapping, but I hit 4 guys first. So strength 6, AP 2, ignore cover, so 2's to wound. So 4 die. So it's 1, 2, 3, and then we have 1 lookout, sir, 4+. And he stays alive as somebody pushes him out of the way and takes the Moloch, hit themselves. So 4 guys die.
Yeah.
There is the consequence, though, that I still have something I can hit, so I'm going to do it a second time. But just the 1 guy winning on a 2. Got him. And a lookout, sir. Oh, somebody else pushes him out of the way. These are brave guardsmen. So I cannot place the Moloch, so it does mishap. So I got to roll on the mishap table. 1 destroys it. A 2 or 3, Leland gets to place it. And a 4+ is what I'm looking for. Puts it into ongoing reserve. Ongoing reserve. So it automatically comes in next turn to do it again. And then the other Trigon's going to come right here. I'll reroll that. Doesn't really matter because 8 inches will mishap it, so it just stops 1 inch away. And I have placed little craters underneath. Not that they are difficult terrain, but they're the markers where units can come out of them from reserve. Shooting phase, the Trigon is going to fire his 6 strength 5, AP 5 shots at the platoon command squad, hitting on 4s. 3 hits. Hit on 2s, 2 wounds. So he's actually going to have them go to ground. So 6 up cover saves.
You said it was 2, right?
Yeah, there's 2 of them. Nope. So you have a 1 lookout, sir. Oh, you lost your platoon commander. So no orders from him. And the Trigon Prime will fire his 12 shots into this Imperial Guard squadron, hitting them on 4s. Ooh, that's better. I said squadron, I meant squad. 2's to wound. That many.
They go to ground.
So they're going to go to ground too. They're duck and covering. 6 up saves. Only 1, so 6 die. So that does get to the squadron, or the squad. The sergeant, thank you. Lookout, sir. He's good. He pushes somebody out in front too.
Oh, darn, I almost wanted to keep the plasma gun.
Well, you get to keep your leadership 8 at least. Although you have gone to ground. That is all of my shooting, so not bad. Killing the platoon commander and causing both of these squads to go to ground. And now we have 3 morale tests to make. There is a regimental standard inside of the Chimera, which they know is there, so that inspires them, even though they can't see it.
Exactly.
So, leadership 8 on these guys for morale check. They are good. And then the platoon command squad are good. And then leadership 8 on the last squad, which has gone to ground, and they are good.
All right.
And that is it for Tyranid turn 1. So not bad. Popping in, inflicting casualties on all 3 groups. Now let's see what happens as we go into Imperium turn 1.
Roll back a little bit.
Sentinels are moving back, turning their autocannons and their rear armor the autocannons towards and the rear armor away from the Raveners. The squad that has not gone to ground is moving back into coherency.
Move up a little bit.
Melta is moving forward. See if he can take on that Trigon. Bring it down! Bring it down! Demolisher Cannon's like, hey, this looks like fun. Something to shoot at. Not what I thought I was going to be shooting at, because we didn't know there was this many Tyranids here, but hey, I'll take it.
The emulator.
And then the Retributors with their heavy bolters are disembarking. And we have an order, bring it down on the last cannons, which gives them Monster Hunter, and they do pass their Leadership 7 roll. Monster Hunter allows them to re-roll their wound rolls, their 2 wound rolls against any monstrous creature. So they are now going to fire at the Trigon Prime. They're going to hit it on 4s. Can you get lucky with your last cannon rolls like last time? Ooh, not as good. You only got 2 instead of
no,
all
just
3.
2.
Like 3 you did before, and kill all my wyverns. And 2's to wound, re-rolling. Okay, not necessary. And I do not have any cover, I already checked, and it's AP2, so he loses 2 of his 6 wounds. So down to 4.
And we'll...
Same order, bring it down to the missile launcher squad. Leadership 7 roll to receive it. They got it.
All right.
And they're going to fire at the same target. Now they're going to the Trigon in this case. They'll have a 5-up cover save. And, oh, where's your twin linked? That's what you needed. Eat. Boom.
We'll place it right there.
On this guy?
Yeah, on that guy.
And scatters 2 inches because it's ballistic skill 2.
Actually, I think that works for me.
To here. So it looks like you hit 3 of them now. 1 from this squad and 2 from that squad. So the 1 from this squad winning on a 2+, and there's obviously no save, so insta-killed. And then 2 from this squad on a 2+, 2 wounds. There's going to be a 5-up cover save from intervening models. Nope, 2 insta-killed. And then 1 hit on this guy, winning on a 2. Oh, luck runs out. And then the other one turns and fires right there. Scatter. Nope, direct hit. So it hits 2 of these and 1 of these, but does not get the Trigon Prime like you're probably hoping it was going to do. So 2 from that squad, 2 wounds, 5-up cover. Oh, they ducked and covered. And 1 from the other squad, no cover save because
take that.
Right there, that debris is not in the way.
Great.
Demolisher cannon on this guy. Now if you get a direct hit, you'll hit the big guy too. Scatter.
Uh-oh.
That's going 5 inches.
Not terrible.
That lands right here and hits 2 of them. 2's to wound with a 5-up cover. Nope, they did not duck and cover that time, so 2 more die.
Damn.
Special weapon squad, we got 3 Meltas firing at the other Trigon, hitting on 4s. Oh, no! Oh, ow. And then rapid fire the 2 last guns, unless you want to charge.
No, we're going to charge.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna charge
yeah, that's right. That's what you do against a Trigon, right? You charge it.
Yeah.
Stick your melta guns into its face and shoot it point blank range. And this squad, which it did not go to ground, so it's firing full ballistic skill, plasma gun into the Trigon. So rapid fire.
There's the plasma pistol. There's the plasma gun.
Okay, so the green will be the plasma pistol, all hitting on 4s and gets hot. Nothing gets hot. Strength 7, so 3's to wound, no saves. Whoa, 3 wounds.
Okay then.
Down to 3. And then the rapid fire, 3 last guns, firing point blank. So 6 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 6s. Strength 3 versus toughness 6. Nothing. And these 3 will snap fire their last guns into the regular Trigon, hitting on 6s. Nothing.
Okay.
And these last guns, and we have a plasma pistol, will snap fire into the Trigon. Hitting on 6s, the green is the plasma pistol. 1 last gun hit, wounds on a 6, nothing. Forgot to snap fire the couple other weapons from the Leman Russ, so we're going back to that. So last cannon against the Raveners, and a heavy bolter as well.
These are all snap firing, I believe.
Yes, they're all hitting on 6s because you fired an ordnance weapon. 2 heavy bolter hits, wounding on 3s, with a 5-up cover from intervening models, 2 wounds. So brings the front one down to 1 wound. Snap firing the heavy bolters because they disembark this turn into the Trigon. Not going to do their active faith because he hopes that they'll be alive next turn. Their active faith is normally rending. Yep. Hitting on 6s. 1 hit, so yeah, it's a good thing he didn't use it. Wounding on 5s, there's a wound. 3-up save, makes it. The bolt pistol from the Sister Superior hits, wounds on a 6, nothing. Twin-linked multi-melta into the Trigon Prime, hitting on 3s, and wounding on 2, got it. So he is now down to 3 wounds. 2 crack grenades from grenade launchers inside of the command squad, inside of the Chimera, hitting on 4s. No, they're veterans.
Yeah,
so
they're
hit
veterans.
on 3s. 1 hit, wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Okay.
Then multi-laser and heavy bolter. So multi-laser first, hitting on 4s, because it's the Chimera. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound, 3-up armor save. He's good. And then we got 3 heavy bolter shots, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds, 3-up save. Oh, he makes them. He's got Sisters of Battle power armor.
Apparently.
These 2 autocannons into the Ravener because he wants first blood. So hitting on 4s. Oh, not going to happen. 2's to wound, though, no saves. So he's down to 2 wounds. That is the end of the shooting phase. No morale checks for me because I'm fearless around the Trigon Prime, so straight to the assault phase. The Armored Sentinels are going to assault the Ravener. He does not have any Overwatch. And they go how far? 9 inches. That'll definitely get them in. Good thing you measured it. I was hesitant. Ravener gets to go first. He hits on 3s with 4 attacks. And we got 3 hits. Now, he's only strength 4 against their armor 12, but he does have rending, so I need 6s here. Don't get any. And then he's got 4 attacks on me, hitting on 4s. Oh, not enough. 3s to wound. Yeah. Tie combat.
Okay, then.
And that is the end of turn 1. No first blood yet, so probably going to go to the Tyranids for first blood. I'm guessing that just because there's a couple squads that are pretty hurt. And so lots of damage. Lots of Raveners were killed from all the battle cannons just fragging right into them. And both Trigons are brought down to half their health. So it's really just a shame that the Meltas weren't closer, because if you had put it all on one, then one of them would be dead. Theoretically. Theoretically, we don't really know. So, Tyranids, turn 2. So I got some reserve rolls to make. The one Moloch comes in automatically as he's an ongoing reserve, so 3+ for everything else. This Moloch, yes. Cultists, yes. No. Gene Stealers, no. Gargoyles, yes. These are dead Raveners. Warriors, yes. And other group of warriors, no. So Moloch number 1, it's going to try to come in right here. So scatter, direct hit. Okay,
Lovely.
So large blast is going to hit all 3 of those. 2s to wound, no saves, insta-killing. Oh, 1 survives. So I had to do it a second time because I still can't fit there. So as long as I don't roll a 1, then he's dead. And he's dead. So that's first blood to the Tyranids. And then this Moloch comes in right there. Another Moloch, right on top of those sisters. Scatter, 5 inches. So 5 inches actually gets me somewhere that I can deploy. So he's just going to pop up right there. So the group of warriors is going to take the tunnel, which is right here. They deploy within 6 inches of it. They still count as coming in from reserve, though, so there's no charging for them. And the cultists are going to come from this one, and then I will deep strike the gargoyles. The cultists stream on from the tunnel. And then we got a gargoyle group deep striking. Uh-oh. Actually lands. So this actually will be a mishap, because when I place the concentric circles, they will not fit. So mishap table, 2. So you get to place it. Leland chooses for them to come in right here, because that's the table edge his reserves will be coming on from. Yeah. So they came in right here. So he really hopes to roll for his immolator with twin-linked heavy flamer to come on next turn, because it'll come on right here. So these Raveners are moving forward. They are beasts, so they move 12 inches. And then the Trigon will move to here. And these Raveners will move 12 inches over to here. So shooting phase, the Gargoyles will run 6 inches, just to try to spread out a little bit. So that's 6 inches right there. And the rest will just stay in coherency as they spread out and try to get closer to the enemy as well. I'm going to rapid fire the auto guns into these 3 models right here. So here's the first 20 hitting on 4s out of the 39 attacks they're going to get. And then they are wounding on 4s. 5 up armor saves, you only got 3 left, and they are dead, as we probably predicted, just with half the auto gun shots. These 4 warriors are going to fire their devourers at the special weapons team. So we got 12 shots hitting on 4s. Not that good. Wounded on 3s.
Ooh.
Oh, just 2. They're AP nothing. 5 up armor or cover. Take your pick. 2 more die. So closest to him. So you lose 1 Melta. This Trigon will fire 6 shots at them. We got 2 hits. That's it. 2s to wound. No saves unless they go to ground. 1 wound. Do you want to take the save and go to ground? When I charge you won't get Overwatch.
I want the Overwatch.
Alright, so just one of them dies. You don't have to roll. There's no save.
Oh, what do you use it?
That was AP 5.
Oh.
Unless your special weapons teams have better than 5 up armor. So we have a morale check on the special weapons team. Leadership 7, which they fail, but they get a reroll because the regimental standard is nearby, and they still fail, so they run how far? Towards the nearest table edge. 7 inches. So nearest table edge. Running away. Assault phase, these Raveners are going to charge this squad who will Overwatch. 1, Plasma first, the green one being the gun, or the plasma pistol. 1 hit, wounding on 2s. No saves. The closest one is down to 2, and then we got some last guns. 6 shots hitting on 6s. 2 hits, wounding on 5s. 1 wound with a 5-up armor save. Not save, so down to 1 wound.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Charge, fleet. I really didn't need to reroll that. Oh, I just lost his arm. Oh, sometimes.
The Emperor protects in mysterious ways.
Yes. And this Trigon is going to charge a special weapons team so they can overwatch.
And is the Melta.
So we have 2 last gun shots and a Melta, so the green will be the Melta. Oh, the Melta hits. Wounded on 2s. Oh, you take him down.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right.
That's right.
He's running, but he still knows how to shoot. Going to need a 7-inch charge. 9. That does it. Boom, baby. And these Raveners are going to declare a charge against Lehman Russ. And he's been upgraded with fire barrels. So the first time anybody charges him, they take D6 strength 4 AP 5 hits. So 2. And 1 wound. And it's not very impressive. Randomly allocated, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course. There we go. So this guy takes a wound. And they'll need a 5-inch charge. And they have fleet. So 10-inch. Boom. They are in. So maybe they can tear it to pieces. It does have rear armor 11, so it'll be a little harder. So let's start with this one. So you have a leadership 7 test to make to regroup. Otherwise, I just overrun you. You fail it. Well, you have a regimental standard nearby, so...
Does that affect the...
It's a morale test.
Oh, okay.
So I think the standards do affect that. So you do regroup. But I will go first. So he has 7 attacks on the charge. Oh, we do have a Hammer of Wrath at strength 6, so wounding on a 2. So that's 1 wound. AP nothing, though, so you have a 5-up armor save. Which you make.
Yeah, I deny you.
That Melta. He's going to just boss pull his way through this. And then I have 7 attacks hitting on 3s. This might be it. Winning on 2s, no saves. Yep, it was very courageous of him to try, but he died. And then I will consolidate 1 inch. Blah. Then we have these 4 Raveners going next, and they will have 20 attacks in total. 20 attacks hitting on 3s. That's in skill 5. Strength 4 rending, so winning on 3s. And 6s are rending. Oh, actually, you might survive. 2 of them die, and then you got 4 saves. So 4 or 5 plus saves. Oh, no, they're all dead. And that's why we don't bother doing lookout series until we find out how many have died. And consolidate 1 inch. And these 4 will attack the Lehman Russ, 20 attacks. So 20 attacks hitting on 3s against the vehicle. And then we need 6s, and you have 3 hull points in the Lehman Russ, so I only need 3 of them. Got 2 of them! Now it could still, technically, there's a chance it could die. If I get 2 immobilized, no.
There's a chance you can rip off its weapons.
Yeah, okay, so we got, these are rending, and so this is strength 10 so far plus D3. So we got a glance and a pen. So the penetrating hit, stunned, or shaken, so you just be snap firing. So he's down to 1 hull point, and he will be snap firing next turn. And then we have this combat. Ravener goes first with 4 attacks hitting on 3s. Ooh, we got 4 hits. Glance, or he's got rending, so he needs 6s. 1. It's only strength 10 so far, so he needs a 3 or a 4 will be a glance, a 5 plus will be a pen. Nothing. 2 attacks back, hitting on 4s.
Stompy, stompy.
Kick him with your feet. And 1 hits, and wounds on a 3. And it actually wounds him, but he has a 5-up save, which he failed.
Yes!
He win combat, but he's fearless. And that is the end of Tyranid's turn 2. So they have swarmed in, killing most of the Imperial Guard. But the sisters still stand firm, the vehicles still stand firm, and the battlements, the battle cannons are fine as well. But we do have reserves to roll for as we go into Imperium, turn 2. So we got some reserves. So the battle sisters inside of an immolator. Is that the one with the flamer? That's a Melta.
That's the one with the flamer.
Okay, so the Melta immolator is not coming on. That's because the flamer one is coming on. That's what you wanted. Big fighter is coming on.
Beautiful.
We've got veterans with the plasmas not coming on. We got the scions showing up to the party, and the other Lehman Russ. Whoa! You only got half of them on. Hopefully that half will be able to do a lot of damage. So just so you are aware, his table edge is this line plus half of this table edge. So reserves can come on anywhere from there. Do 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 diddly do do diddly do 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 do. The immolator is tank shocking on right here. and it forced them back a bit. It clumps them up a bit more for the heavy flamers. And this sister squad does have flamers as well, so they're going to be able to help out to annihilate some more of these gargoyles. Here they come to save the day. Scions are actually going to deep strike in. We're going to count them as coming in from the sky. There's more reinforcements still coming in from the Imperial Guard, so they're coming down. And they're coming down on the Sky Shield landing pads, so they do not mishap. They do not scatter. So we are still using that rule for it. Movement phase for everything else that wasn't in reserve. Retributors are obviously holding still. Chimera's backing up a little bit. Immolator's going to tank shock into the warriors, who obviously just move out of the way. I'm not going to death or glory when I can't actually hurt it.
Sorry.
Order, bring it down. Leadership 7, they make it. So the 3 of these are going to fire at the Trigon Prime. They want to take down the Synapse as much as possible, hitting on 4s. 2 hits again, wounding on 2s, re-rolling. Ooh, got it. And I checked it, there's no cover save from their vantage point, so he's down to 1 wound. Twin Link Multi-Melta to finish him off, hitting on a 3. Wounding on a 2, no reroll though. Oh, you got him! Trigon Prime goes down.
He explodes now, right?
It's like, blah! Yeah, he explodes, it kills everything around him.
I think that's the
Immolator, I'm going to put Heavy Flamer into the gargoyles.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm going to do the sisters first, because if he does this one first, I'll be killing ones nearby that these ones could hit. Heavy Flamer hits 6 of them, wounding on 2s, no saves, 5 dead. So we have to take the nearest, which means the next Flamer will have less shots. And then the next one will hit 3 more. 3s to wound, no saves, 3 more.
That was a good call.
3 more. And then we got our bolters. Start with the pistol to kill something in range. Misses. 14 rapid fire bolter shots hitting on 3s. Good solid hit.
It's blocking a lot of the hits, so I'm looking at this. I'm seeing just 2s and 1s and being, oh.
Yeah, it looked better from this angle. 3s to wound. Lots of wounds.
Yeah, that's...
So taking the nearest, we got 1, 2, and then we're going to have some cover saves. So we have 3 that are near, covered by the Rhino. 5 up saves, and they die. And then there's 2 more that are out in the open that'll die. So no cover saves made. So just the one sister squad took out 15 out of 20 of the gargoyles. Now the Immolator will hit just a couple more. Yeah. Feels kind of lonely. Can actually hit 3 with it. 2s to wound. And 3 die. So, blam. Forgot one more order from the senior officer. He's going to give his own squad bring it down, which gives a monster hunter. And they make it. Yep. So 2 crack grenades into this guy. Hitting on 3s, and they'll wound on 4s, re-rolling because of Monster Hunter. So 1 wound, 1 wound. 3 up armor. Oh, he's down to 1 wound. And then the multi-laser will fire at him. Hitting on, oh, that's a scatter die. You're not the first to do that.
My shots are going wild.
Yeah.
I'm excited, okay?
I shoot that way. Hitting on 4s. Nothing. And then you got the heavy bolter hitting on 4s as well. 1 hit, wounding on 5s. Can you finish him off? Nope. Battle cannon, firing onto the Raveners. Scatter, 5 inches. Just misses the Immolator, hits 4 warriors.
Ooh.
2s to wound the warriors, insta-killing them, although they will have a 5-up cover save. Oh, just 1 dies. Other battle cannon will target the warrior right there in the middle. Scatter. No! 3 warrior hits, and there won't be cover saves against that one, and 2 Raveners. Don't roll a 1, and you've killed my other Synapse. You killed my other Synapse. And 2 hits on the Raveners. One of them's already wounded, so he'll just die. Yeah, so 1 wound on the Raveners.
Ooh.
Because he only had 1 wound left. The Retributors are going to use their Act of Faith, which gives them rending. Leadership,
nope.
Not 11, so they don't get it. And then they're going to open fire on this Trigon, hoping to finish it off. Heavy bolters hitting on 3s,
Ooh.
Wounding on 5s. Oh, just 2, but I only have 1 wound left. So if I fail a 3-up save, you got him. You got him!
Okay.
Wow, both Trigons killed.
Back in the game.
And the warriors, and all the gargoyles. Lehman Russ is going to fire the last cannon and heavy bolter, snap firing them at the Moloch. You realize he forgot to move, which means the Raveners will probably finish him off in the ensuing assault phase. So last cannon, snap firing. Oh, everything's... Okay, so 6s. Oh, the last cannon hits, wounds on a 2. Got him.
Okay.
He's down to 5 wounds. This squad here is going to open fire on the Raveners. 3s to hit, or 4s to hit, and then they 1 as a plasma. So 2 hits, wounding on 5s, nothing. Scions are going to fire at the Raveners. So Plasma Gun, hitting on, whoa, gets hot, 4+. And, okay, so first shot he dies. We got the other Plasma Gun though, he'll do better, right?
Yes.
2 hits, wounding on 2s.
Oh, come on.
And then a Plasma Pistol, misses. And then we got some hot shot last guns. We got 3 of them that can actually see their targets. So hitting on 3s. And wounding on 4s, sorry, 5s. But they're AP 3, doesn't matter.
Demoted.
You guys are just going to become regular guys now.
You know, go charge the Moloch. You die now.
Strike Fighter has 2 missile launchers this time, so he's going to fire 2 frag missiles into the cultists. Scatter. Nope, it hits. So that's 7 hits with the first one, and the second one scatters 1 inch. Ends up here. 16 hits, wounding on 3s, no saves, because they're AP... The frag ones are AP 5 or AP 6? Actually, it doesn't matter, they're 6 up saves anyways. So, looks like 10 die. I'm not going to bother Lookout Surian because that's a lot of Lookout Surians, and he's going to eventually fail one. So 5, 10. So half of them are dead. And then the Avenger Bolt Cannon, which is 7 shots hitting on 3s. Oh, well, I guess it's all right. So 4 hits. Oh, it was 4. There was a fourth one there. This one's on 2s, no saves. 3 wounds. So 3 more. Then you got 2 last cannons. One of them will be snap firing because you've already fired 4 weapons. So the green one's snap firing, hitting on 3s and 6s. Nothing. End of shooting phase, morale test on the gargoyles, leadership 6. They make it. Oh. And leadership 7 on the cultists also make it.
Okay then.
All right. And the Raveners, morale test, leadership 6. They're good.
Okay.
That's right. My force is going to stick around until they're all dead. Assault phase, Ravener attacks first, hitting on 3s. We got 4 hits, and he needs 6s. Gets none. You have 2 attacks back, hitting on 4s, and wounded on 3s. So 2 wounds, 5 up save, and you kill him.
Huh. I was not expecting to.
Yeah. And he will consolidate 3 inches. And because we didn't move the Lehman Rest, these Raveners get to attack it, hitting on 3s. And needing 6s. Oh, it survived! So they're going to have to spend another turn on it. And that is the end of turn 2. So the Imperium able to do a good round of shooting there, killing a lot of the Tyranids. Let's see what happens as we go into turn 3. So we have 3 more reserves. We got Warriors, Cultists, and Gene Stealers. So Gene Stealers, nope. Warriors, yes. Or sorry, Cultists, yes. Warriors, also yes, which is important. So the Warriors will come on from reserve right through here to make sure everybody gets synapse. It'll be hard because I need only 12 inches. And then the other big cultist group is going to come out of these tunnels. And they have poured out. These cultists will advance. Nice and close. Actually, you know what? They're going to kind of part the way a little bit for the flamers. And then they can kind of rapid fire and finish off any other ones. These Raveners are going after the Immolator. It is immolated enough. And these Raveners need to stay on this Lehman Rest, so they're going to just move into position to charge again. Instinctive behavior on these gargoyles, though, leadership 6, they failed. So 1, 2, or 3, they'll fall back, and they fall back 8 inches. So they're falling back towards the sisters. That makes sense, right? This Moloch is going to reburrow underground. This Moloch will go down as well. Shooting phase, we'll snap fire both of these into them. Hey, 2 hits.
All right then.
Wounding on 3s, 1 wound. I have a 3 up armor save. Oh, you would have lost a flamer too.
I know.
So we're going to use the 2 flamers here. We got 3 from this one and 4 from this one. 7 hits, wounding on 3s, so 5 wounds. Okay. 3 up armor save. 1 dies. Bunch of bolt pistol shot or auto pistol shots. 17 shots from the pistols that are in range, hitting on 4s and wounding on 4s. 4 wounds.
Okay then.
3 up armor. 1 more. It's a lookout, sir, though, because it's a sister superior. You want her to die?
Yeah.
Keep the bolters. And then they will rapid fire into them. 4s to hit. Ooh, good solid hit. 4s to wound. Oh, just 3 more. That sucked. Oh. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. You make your 3+ saves like they're 2+ saves. Kill 1 more. See how much firepower you just absorbed? That's amazing. So we'll do the 3 devours into them now. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s.
Oh.
So 3 more wounds. And you have 3+ saves because these are AP nothing as well. Yep, that about sums it up for the campaign. So that's all I got for shooting. So morale test on those two sisters.
Leadership 8.
They're good. Raveners will charge. You only get to use the fire barrels once, right?
Yes.
And these Raveners will charge into the Immolator, which doesn't get Overwatch. So start here. 20 attacks against the Leman Russ. 20 attacks sitting on 3s. Good solid hit. Need a single 6 to finish it off. There we go, 4 6s.
I see none of those.
Easy, yeah. And even if I roll penetrating hits, and I stunned it twice, so it's just destroyed. Or wrecked, I should say. These 3 against the Immolator. So here we have 15 attacks hitting on 3s. Oh! Ooh, 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 ooh. However, in this case, any 6s will be a penetrating hit because of rear armor is 10. 2, so you're not destroyed, and you're not open-topped.
Invulnerable saves.
Oh, you better not roll any 6+s. You jerk! You jerk! You got one. Well, at least you're gonna be snap firing at the very least. Yep, you're snap firing. You're shaking. Man, that's all I got. Killed the Leman Russ, shaken the Immolator, killed 3 sisters. That's all I was able to do. Now the Molochs will be able to come in next turn and hopefully do a lot more damage. But let's find out as we go into Imperium at turn 3. We've got 2 more reserves to roll for. We've got the sister squad. Actually, I think we have 3 more reserves. They're coming in. We got the veterans. They're coming in. We got the Leman Russ on a 3+. He's coming in.
Okay then.
Leman Russ rolls on. Rolling Thunder. Another battle cannon. Great. And then Multi-Melta Immolator coming on right here. And then the Battle Sister squad that are attached to this Immolator are walking on right here as well. Another squad of veterans will walk on right here.
So
The Immolator is going to just roll on through everybody. But they are fearless, so as long as you just... There we go. So they don't have to move. It's actually going to choose to end up right there. They take the least resistance path possible. So you can stick it in there. Other Immolator will move forward.
12.
It's going to go cruising speed, actually, because he can't really fire anyways. I think these gargoyles are going to be taken care of just fine. One flamer holding back will be able to kill the rest of them. And they're already running anyways, and they have to regroup on double ones, or otherwise those fly off the table. Strike Fighter's looking for somewhere to go. So he is going to fly. And right there to go after those Raveners. Scions are going to move forward to get better firing positions and hopefully won't kill themselves. It's yet to be seen.
Maybe they can re-promote themselves.
That's right, they got to kill something though. And that squad is just going to reposition. Chimera will reposition just a little bit with the command squad. Then we got orders. First order will give ignores cover to the last cannons, and they get it. 3 of them are going to fire at the warriors. Hitting on 4s. Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Wow, they've been hitting above average. 2s to wound, and that insta-kills all 3 of them. And then he's going to issue first rank fire, second rank fire on the Scions to give all their hotshot last guns 1 more shot each. And they receive it.
Yep.
So they're going to fire at the Raveners. We're going to start with the Plasma. Hitting on 3s. All 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. No saves. So that's 3 wounds. So kill 1 Ravener and wound the next one.
Okay.
And then all the last guns.
Yeah.
21 shots from the hotshot last guns hitting on 3s. Lots of hits. Wounding on 5s. AP 3. No cover save. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more wounds. So that kills a Ravener and brings another one down to 1 wound. And then this squad will open fire on them as well. Green will be the plasma pistol, rest are last guns, hitting on 4s. Well, at least the plasma pistol hit. And then we got 2s, and 5s. So 1 wound, 5 up save, fails. So he's down to 2 wounds.
Well, you...
Blam! Scatter. 5 inches that way.
Oh no!
And that brings it right here, hitting all but 1.
Well, at least I'm getting...
So 8 hits, wounding on 2s. So 6 wounds. You got a 4 up cover right by being up there though. So 4s to save, and 4 of them die. And it'll be the nearest ones too.
Yeah.
So you got 1 dies, and you got 3 lookout sirs to keep your sergeant alive. Nope, he's dead, and the next 2 as well.
And he'll put the lookout. Oh, I can... So
The other one's going to be smarter. It's going to fire at these Raveners targeting. I should target this one.
It's automated weaponry. They can't be smart.
Yeah, I could try. Yeah, no AI in the. Oh no! 7 inches. Yeah, it exploded inside the barrel. So strength 8 ordnance needs 6s to glance, and nothing. You're good. 2 autocannons into the Raveners, hitting on 4s. 3 hits, wounding on 2s. 3 wounds. So that kills 1 and wounds another one down to 1 wound. Flamers! Start with your heavy flamer. 2 dice, don't roll a 1. Okay, then you hit. Then you have 1 left, but the other one don't roll a 3. You got a 3+. Oh, come on! I'm just removing the other one, okay?
Okay.
You don't have to do all that rolling.
Okay.
Snap firing, twin link to multi-melta into the Raveners, hitting on a 6. It's twin link though, so you get to re-roll. No.
Okay.
Veterans will open fire on these Raveners. 3 plasma guns, hitting on 3s. They don't get hot, only 1 hits though. Wounding on a 2, no saves.
Be a save.
Sorry, there's a 4-up cover save, which I fail, so that kills this one. And then a bunch of last guns. 6 shots.
5 shots.
That's 5. Yeah, because one's the last pistol, right?
No, 6.
That's 6. Okay, so 6 of them hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. 1. 4 up. Saved.
Melta.
Now the twinning multi-melta to finish him off. I was going to have a 4-up cover. Hits, wounds on a 2. Insta-killing. 4 up. Make it. Sorry, I double-checked that. He does not have a cover from it because the weapon is mounted up higher. So it does insta-kill. And then the sister squad is going to open fire on these cultists. 7 shots hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. And then I got a 4-up cover save from the thingy. 2 die. 1, 2. So this one only has a missile launcher in view of these guys. So you got 1 shot, crack grenade.
Yeah.
Or crack missile.
Might as well do the crack missile.
Well, you'll insta-kill. Hitting on a 3, wounding on a 2, no saves. Oh, all right. Well, he's just going to sit there now. Lehman Russ is saying, hey, sisters, we are going to try to be really, really accurate. So if this scatters, we apologize.
2 inches.
3 inches.
3 inches.
Or maybe your strategy is to blow up the immolator so it explodes and kills all the cultists.
Yeah.
So it hits the immolator, and you have strength 8 against armor 11. So that's a... Oh, it's just a glance. But you got a 6-up save. Actually, you got 5-up cover. Why don't you take that instead? So you take 1 glance and you go down to 1. So you didn't blow it up. And then you hit 10 cultists. Wounding on 2s. 5-up cover. Oh, 3 die.
Okay.
You take 1 glancing hit, I lose 3 guys. Then snap fire 3 heavy bolters into the cultists, hitting on 6s. 3 hits. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds, 5-up cover. 2 more die. 2 frag grenades from the Chimera's command squad onto these guys. Scatter 1, direct hit. Scatter 2, back 2 inches. 2
They're
inches.
veterans.
Right, so it's BS4 then.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
1,
Math.
2. So you hit 4 and 6, so 10 hits. 4 is to wound, it's only strength 3. So that's 6 dead, because it's AP 6 and they're only 6-up armor. So 1 survives. Chimera will then fire into the larger unit that has more than 1 guy left. Multi-laser hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s. No, okay, and then a heavy bolter hitting on 4s and wounding on 2s. And there's no save against that one. 2 heavy bolters into the Raveners. Maybe they'll have better luck than everybody else. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 3s. I'll still get a 5-up cover. 3 wounds is enough if I fail all 3 5-ups. Which I do.
Hey.
They wipe out the Raveners. So end of shooting phase morale checks. The Scions, leadership 7 now. They do not run. Leadership 8 on my cultists. They run. Leadership 7. He stays. And I got nothing else. So these guys run 4 inches. So back towards the table edge. That is closest. So we're going to play into Tyranids turn 4. I know the Tyranids are losing, but they might be able to do some critical damage before they are finished off. Or who knows, they might get super lucky. Because we have 2 Molochs coming back on, plus the Gene Stealers. I'm going to try 1 Moloch right here. Direct hit. So strength 6, AP2 hit on the side armor of the vehicle. Side armor is 10, so I need a 4 to glance. But what I'm looking for here is a penetrating hit because it's AP2, and maybe I could actually blow it up. Not good chances, but let's try it anyways. 4 to glance. Oh, it's a pen!
I kind of want to see this blow up.
Yeah.
I kind of do.
It's only going to blow up on a roll of 6. Because if it blows up, then this same Moloch will hit the guys inside the second time that he
I kind of want to
tries.
see this.
Oh, stunned. But I do get to hit it again because he'll have a second shot. So we need, once again, a 4 to glance. Nothing for the second one. So mishap for the Moloch and ongoing reserve. Leadership test on the guys inside.
Well, 6 and a
Otherwise,
scatter.
they are going to be snap firing. No, they're fine. Other Molochs coming right here. Scatter. Direct hit. So we hit 8 of them. 2s to wound. Oh, 5 wounds. You got a 6-up save with these 5. 6 up, invulnerable. Nope, 5 die from the center. So it'll be 5 right there.
Was it from her?
Yeah, which means I hit 3 more with the second one. Might as well do that. So 3 more wounds. I want you to do those 3 as well. So 2 more. So 7 die in total.
Okay, so let's do a bunch of look answers.
Yeah, because she was the one in the middle, right?
Yep.
So fail into these 4 pluses. Yeah, she's dead.
Okay.
So
1,
her
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
7.
I think the heavy flamer was closer.
And I can actually fit the Moloch. So it's going to go right there. The Broodlord and Gene Stealers are going to come out of this tunnel. One last ditch effort to go after his command squad. Maybe. We'll see. Regrouping this squad, leadership 8. Yes, they do regroup. So I'll just move them this way. Can't use the flamers anyways. Not this turn. This one will go up to here. Psychic phase. I got a level 1 psyker. So I get 2 and you get 1. Is going to manifest the horror on them. And he fails.
It's pretty good range on the horror.
Yeah, it's 24 inches, but double 1s don't do anything. Shooting phase, rapid fire autogun, hitting on 4s, nothing. Snap firing 3 pistols into them. 2 hits, wounding on 4s, 1 wound, 3 up save.
You snap fire on the Trinity Rally?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, totally. You're fine. And I'll run the Gene Stealers.
No fleet?
I don't care. Just wanted them to move a little bit. Oh, we do have a morale test over here on this Battle Sister squad.
We sure do.
Should have done that back in the movement phase. Leadership 8. They're good. That is the end of Tyranid's turn 4. So I've managed to come in, damage the Chimera, and the Moloch is still underground. This Moloch did much better, destroying almost an entire squad of sisters. They all went flying as it just popped out. And the Gene Stealers are here, but there's a lot of firepower to go against them. So let's see what happens. And Imperium, turn 4. Fighter is flying off. He'll circle around if it needs to. Sentinel's moving back towards the Moloch. And the Flamer will get in position.
Yeah, we'll just do a little minor. Nah, we won't bother with a tank shock.
The Multi-Melta turning. Take care of that other Moloch as well.
Yeah, they're...
Everybody advancing. Try to clear out the remaining Tyranids. Scions, the awesome Scions, who got fragged from a battle cannon.
You know, I am in awe of their uselessness.
Pretty awesome. They're going to go after the Gene Stealers. And these 3 have to get into coherency. So I guess can you kind of choose one as a central one, and the other 2 would move towards it. They can do it. Just wrap around the Trigon. Or the Moloch.
Well, remember, I gotta stay 1 inch away.
Oh, you'll be good. It's all good. It's all good. And the remaining guard. The last of their platoon. The Chimera is going to back up a little bit from the Broodlord and Gene Stealers. Order, first rank fire, second rank fire? Yes. 5 last guns, so 15 shots. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. No saves. 2 die.
Okay.
Then he orders suppressive fire on the last cannons, leadership 7. They make it. And then 3 shots at the Gene Stealers. 2 hit, wounding on 2s. 1 wound.
Oh.
I do have a 5-up cover, which I fail. Nice.
Check.
Yeah. Leadership 10, pinning. They are not pinned. Meat. Blam! See you later, Scions. Oh no! 7 inches.
In that way.
Yeah, it hit itself again. Exploded inside of its own barrel. So 2 dice, roll a 6, and you lose a hull point. Nope,
Nope.
you're good. All right, this one does better. He hasn't exploded. There's obviously something stuck in the other barrel.
Apparently.
The same spot. Roll to hit.
Oh no!
Oh, no. Telling you, the scions are just meant to be dead.
Oh no!
Yeah, you're hitting all but one. 2s to wound the scions. So 4 wounds, and you get a 4-up cover for being up there at least. And 2 more die. 2 more duck out of the way. Blam! Wait a second. Ah, I knew it! That's why they're killing scions. Now the Lehman Russ is going to show them how it's done. Same spot. Roll for scatter.
There
Hey, all but 1. Wounding on 2s, 7 hits. 6 wounds. 5-up cover. 4 die. 1, 2, 3, 4 nearest.
We'll start with the
multi-laser? Or do you want to do 2 crack?
We'll do the squad inside just because they can be on range and yeah.
That's true.
The 2 crack.
2 crack grenades. Yep, they're done.
Okay.
Multi-laser it is. Hitting on 4s. 1 hit, wounding on 2s. With a 5-up save. 1 more dies. 1 hit, wounding on 2. And it's dead.
Within 12.
And these guys will fire. Oh, yeah. So 6 blast gun shots plus a plasma pistol. Hitting on 4s. Wow! Wounding on, in this case, they only need 5s. Or actually 6s, because their toughness is now 5. Heavy bolters into the Broodlord. Hitting on 3s. There we go.
Oh, wait, was I supposed to do a morale save on them last turn?
We already did that. You were fine.
Okay.
What were you on the 1 for?
I don't know.
You don't have preferred enemy. Wounding on 4s. No saves. Oh! That's right! 2 autocannons into the Moloch. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. With a 3-up. Yeah, they're fine.
Okay.
2 bolters into it. Hitting on 3s. And then why don't you just throw 1 extra in there for the Flamer.
The Flamer's going to throw a crack grenade.
Oh, okay, never mind. That's true, they can do that better. And nothing, and then a crack grenade. Nothing. Flamers, they can't whiff, right? Twin-linked heavy flamers against cultists.
How's it?
7 hits. 2s to wound re-rolling. I guess that's not a whiff. There we go. 7 die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Multi-melta into the Gene Stealer.
Actually, no, not yet.
You want to take out the Gene Stealer first.
Yeah, I want to take out
these
the Gene
guys.
Stealer first.
That's right. 4 bolters concede. You hold out of that? You want to use your Act of Faith?
Not on 4 shots now.
Oh, you got nothing else to fire at later in the game.
All right.
Act of Faith. They're good. So now they have preferred enemy, right?
Yes.
Hitting on 3s. See? See? You're,
All right.
welcome. Wounding on 5s now because toughness 5 is the average. And 2 wounds. And so I got 4-up saves though. And you kill the Gene Stealer.
Okay.
Multi-melta into the Broodlord. Not going to insta-kill him, but alright. Oh no, Twin-linked. And wounds on a 2. And no saves. Down to 2 wounds. Multi-melta into him. Hits, wounds on a 2, no saves. Down to 1 wound. And these veterans will fire at the cultists. So plasma gun and plasma pistol. Plasma pistol overheats and kills him. Blam! But we got 1 hit from the plasma gun, wounding on 2s. No saves. And then we got 2 more plasma gun shots.
Oh.
And 1 hits, wounds on a 2, killing another one. And then 10 shots from the last guns in total. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Ooh! 6 up. Yeah, never mind. They're dead.
Okay.
End of shooting phase, leadership test on the Broodlord, leadership 10, he's fine. And leadership 8 on the Scions. And they stay around, even though they're getting destroyed by their own guys. They land, and then the battle cannons just start railing on them. And these guys are going to attempt to charge the Moloch. How far do they go? 9 inches, that'll get them in. For sure. Yeah, it's like a 7-inch charge. Keep him from reburrowing. So in this combat, the Moloch will go first. He's only strength 6, so I can only glance you in your front armor. So he's going to do 1 smash attack, hitting on 4s. And misses, of course. You got 4 attacks back, hitting on 4s. He hits, wounding on 5s, because he's toughness 6. 1. The 3-up save. Fails it. So he's down to 5. He does have hit and run, so he has to make an initiative test, which he passes. So he will go that way, 3d6 inches. Looks like 15 inches. And that brings him over to here. And then you get to consolidate d6 inches, 4 inches.
Come back here.
You kicked out one of his claws. Now he's running. And that's the end of turn 4. But we're still going to go to turn 5 because I want to see if anything interesting happens. Just for fun, he's going to try to pop open that Chimera so the Broodlord can get at the squishy contents. So let's scatter. Oh, 10 inches. And he lands on all 3 last cannons.
Yours.
And all 3 of them are dead.
Yep.
See you later, last cannons. I guess that works too. And then the Moloch deploys right here with 5 wounds. Moloch has to make a leadership test for instinctive behavior and passes. And he's just going to move over and charge at Immolator. I know we'll come back to that. Broodlord does not have instinctive behavior, but he wants to tear open this Chimera. In the psychic phase, he gets 2 dice, and he will cast... you know what? He's going to make the heavy bolters Snapfire. No, never mind. He fails. Assault phase, he will charge, so you get to Overwatch. 2 crack grenades. Nothing. So impact hit against the rear armor, so needing a 4 to glance. Nothing. And then we have 4 attacks hitting on 3s and needing 4s. 1 pen and 1 glance, so it is dead, and that's not blown up.
Well, invulnerable
right,
saves.
invulnerable save. Just roll both, because there,
Okay.
it's gone. So it is wrecked. Yay! And the Broodlord will have 6 attacks, 4 hits, strength 5 against rear armor 10. So 1 pen, which results in a shaken. So leadership test on the guys inside to see if they're going to be snap firing. And they are.
Yes, they are.
And now it is Imperium, turn 5. The Avenger Strike Fighter is coming back on to take care of that Moloch. And Lehman Russ will help out too. Heavy Flamer moving towards the Broodlord. Unnecessary. And the veterans will move up. Dangerous terrain on this guy. He's fine. He's going over. Just flatten this for now. The sisters will just
Because she's going to earn her name.
do some damage. Finish it off with a plasma pistol.
Yeah.
Yep, you're in range. And the rest is going to move up to support.
Yeah, I want her to earn her name.
Single shot. You know she's going to die from the plasma pistol.
Of course she is. Down this cultist.
Poor one cultist. I forgot to fire that cultist. It doesn't matter. Plasma pistol. Hits. Wounds on a 2. No saves. I'm going to go to ground. 6 up. Oh!
Hey!
She killed the Broodlord.
She's...
Heavy bolt. No. Let's do the... Why don't you do a plasma pistol on that guy?
You don't want me to just shred him with that?
Well, it's just quicker. You got a single die in your hand, right?
Alright.
Single die. 3. No. Okay. Guess you got to use your last guns. 4s to hit, and 4s to wound, and a 5-up save. He's dead. Surprise. Immolator will move flat out to get out of the way of the veterans of the plasmas, which will then fire at the Moloch. The 3 plasma guns, none in rapid fire. Oh, 1 gets hot and stays alive.
Fine, okay.
And 3s to wound. 1 wound and a 5-up cover. 1 wound. Down to 4.
We're near the...
And then the last gun shots. 9 shots hitting on 3s. 6s, nothing. The fighter has 2 last cannons and 2 crack missiles. You can just roll them all at the same time because...
The Avenger Bolt cannon.
No, I mean like, what would you rather use? I think you should use the 4 shots from the big weapons.
Or, well, I got 7 strength 6 shots.
True. What AP are they?
AP...
Oh, they are AP3.
Yeah, they're AP3.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, use that one first. I forgot it's AP3. I just assumed something that shoots a lot does not have AP3. And you're wounded on 4s, no saves. 1, 2, 3. He's down to 1 wound. So now fire a last cannon and 2 crack missiles, because these will all wound him on 2s, no saves.
Yeah.
So 3 dice. Hitting on 3s.
Oh, yeah, they all wound on the same thing.
Yes, they do. They all wound on 2s. 3s and 2s.
But the crack grenade isn't... crack missiles, are those AP3 or are those
They
AP4?
sure are.
Oh, okay.
3s and 2s. See another 2, no double 1s, and you kill the Moloch! Wiping out... Oh, wait, there's the other Moloch on the table, I guess. I don't think anybody else is in range of him. Lehman Russ will fire his battle cannon at it just for kicks and giggles. And hits it. Wins it on a 2. And he takes a wound. We'll call it there. It is an Imperium victory. So they managed to take back their station area. Although they did take some casualties and some damage was done. The sisters unfortunately lost one of their squads and their immolator and some of their retributors. But still, in the end, were able to take it back from the Tyranid. So their surprise assault failed, even if they could sow a little bit of disarray, put a little bit of disorganization, but not quite enough to make a difference in the grand scheme of things. All right, so go ahead, click the link below to go and watch Mission 5B, where we take care of the governor inside of his palace. It'll be a smaller game in a close quarter battle. It's actually going to be very exciting, and I'm not going to tell you anything about it. Well, Leland already knows about it. But it is going to be very exciting as it has Celine and the Inquisitor in it and some other surprise guests. So click on the link below. It is in the vault. If you're not a vault member, you can still click it and get a 7-day free trial, which does support us because it allows us to make our videos. That is where we actually make all our revenue. The advertising from YouTube doesn't really do it. So the vault members are what support us. So thank you for being a vault member if you are one. And if you're not, go check it out. And happy wargaming.